This video is discussing reflections over the x-axis and the y-axis for parent functions. Our parent function today is f of x equals square root of x. Let's sketch that to the right. So we have 0, 0, 1, 1, and 4, 2. If you don't know how to sketch this, remember you can just plug in numbers, take the square root, and get the points there. The reason I did 4 was because that's a perfect square. Now let's look at the purple. F of x equals negative square root of x. What happens on that? So if I have 1, the square root of 1 is 1, but then I've got a negative in front, so that makes it negative 1. So instead of going 1 over 1 up, I'm going 1 over 1 down. 0 would remain the same. I would still have this 0 point. And then let's look at 4. Square root of 4 is what? Square root of 4 is 2. And a negative in front makes it a negative 2. So this is actually going down. So what happened here? It took this parent function and the negative in front reflected it down over the x-axis. So this is going to be a reflection over the x-axis. Let's do the same thing with a negative on the inside. So let's make a point here. 0 would still be 0, but if I plug in 1, the square root of negative 1 is I. That does not exist on this graph. So what could I do here? Let's go in the negative direction. What if I plugged in negative 1? This would give me square root of negative 1. That would actually be a positive 1 there. So what happens here is this becomes negative 1, 1. And I could do the same thing with negative 4. That would be 2 negatives to make a positive 4, and that would give me 2. So now it's going off to the left. So it took this original function, the parent function, and it reflected it over the y-axis. So again, if the negative is on the outside in front, it is going to reflect over the x-axis. If the negative is on the inside of the function, it will reflect over the y-axis. And that is how you reflect a parent function over the x and the y-axis.